DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. As we get into the next Q&A video we doing here, where I'm collaborating with some other well-known YouTubers. These guys that I'm about to introduce you to have become very well-known very quickly. I actually had a chance to play ball with these guys at the Nike Summer Series in August. We got a chance to talk a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. They've only been on YouTube for less than a year and already have over 50,000 subscribers, a ton of fans out there. We were up in New York. I saw fans that knew them. There are people who knew me who also knew them, and I've been on YouTube way longer than they have been. These guys are known as KickGenius, and I know that there's three of them. Two of them I met at the Summer Series. That's Jay Jones and Trey Good. All y'all, a lot of y'all know them, because when I asked who should I collaborate with on YouTube, they might have been the #1 answer. KickGenius. Do a collaboration with KickGenius. They play ball and they do sneaker reviews. You gotta do a collaboration with KickGenius. So here we are. Work on your game community. We're about to talk to KickGenius. Trey Good, Jay Jones, what's going on? Let's get right into it. Alright, first of all, fellas, I'm gonna ask you the first 3 questions that I ask you are the same 3 questions that I ask everybody I collaborate with. So the first one is this. Tell us who you are. Tell us what it is you do on YouTube. How you got started doing it on YouTube, and why you got into it, why you're doing what you're doing on YouTube.
Alright, so I'll start off. My name is Trey.
Jay Jones.
Collectively, we're known as KickGenius, and as you mentioned, we do have a third member. Ironically, his name is Dre as well. He handles a lot of behind the scenes type of things. He appears every now and then, depending on what segment we're filming for. And as far as what we do, our bread and butter would have to be our performance test. I think what makes that so appealing is that we try to keep it informative as well as entertaining at the same time. A lot of people, when they do the sneaker stuff, they're just one or the other. So definitely we try to maintain that balance.
So why do we do this? For one, we enjoy it. It's a very fun process. And for number 2, we enjoy helping others. If you're not going to help others, then what are you doing it for?
Of course, you know it's all basketball, it's all hoops, all work on your game over here. So we got to ask about basketball. Do you play basketball? We know the answer to that, but answer it anyway. Do you play basketball? Where have you played? Who are your favorite teams and or players? And who are the best players? Who is the best player you have played against? Each of you individually.
I definitely play ball.
I don't.
Huh? So you telling me ballerslife.com didn't put your crossover in slow motion?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that, but what I do remember is Bleacher Report following you during warm-ups, dunked it with these, James Harden slapping you on the ass. I mean, what else? Well, what else can you do?
We play ball, man. Our favorite teams at the moment, me personally, I would probably have to go with OKC. I mess with the Golden State Warriors a little bit. My favorite players probably Kyrie Irving, Jamal Crawford. And as far as the toughest players or the toughest person I played against, I don't know at the moment. You know, a lot of people be cold, man.
True.
What about you, though?
Yeah, as far as for me, you know me, man. My favorite player will always be Allen Iverson forever.
True.
Favorite team, 2001 76ers. And as far as toughest players I've played against, you know, I pretty much played against everybody in the NBA multiple times. I lost a few.
How?
2K. You can go check my stats right now. No, in all seriousness, though, probably the toughest matchup I've had, you know, I used to play my brother a lot, D1 for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Dre, you saw him actually in the elevator when we were in New York.
Right.
But, you know, I just used to play against him. You see my body type, I'm lean, I'm really lanky, so I got to be able to take that contact. You know, he bodied me every time, but, you know, it definitely made my game a lot better, more physical.
Third question, if this applies, what is your favorite Dre All Day video on YouTube of all time?
I remember when we were going through some videos a while back, and we happened to come across one of your Hyperdunk videos. I know you don't do shoe reviews, but that's how I found you. And so if I had a favorite video, I don't know, I guess I speak for him too, that would probably be my favorite one.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I said many times, I'm not really a sneaker guy. I don't buy a lot of sneakers, but I've seen that over the last year or two, a lot of sneaker review channels have come up, and they're very popular amongst the YouTube viewers and subscribers. So with you guys, sneaker reviews that you do, what is it that makes you different from the other reviewers out there? What separates you from the pack? What's made you so popular so quickly?
Oh, that's easy, man. What it comes down to, in my opinion, is originality. You look at every shoe reviewer, what they are doing right now. They buy the latest general release. They see who can get the video out the fastest, and they say the exact same thing the exact same way. So that's why their videos aren't prospering like they thought they would be. There's not really a lot of creativity. There's not too much entertainment value, and just overall, when somebody is doing commentary about a sneaker, you can really tell they lack the passion for the sneaker culture like they claim to have. You can tell that person just watched another reviewer, they saw that review had 50,000 views, and they just wanted to replicate that and get that attention, and that's it. And I'm not knocking anybody, but I think a lot of people are forgetting about having originality in your craft. I'm gonna try to say this in the most non-cockiest way possible, so people won't get the wrong idea. Before KickGenius, there wasn't a performance test. Not in the basketball sneaker community, at least. It was still, here's the Bred 11, here's the patent leathers, black and red, blah, blah, blah. The same old thing. We took that to the next level. We're giving you guys a structured review with an intro, encore footage of us hooping in the shoe, and an informative conclusion where we give our honest opinion on not only the performance, but the aesthetics as well. So that's my personal opinion on it. Do you have anything to add? I know I talked a lot. Alright.
How did you get the name KickGenius? Where'd that come from?
So before the channel was even created, we were in the brainstorming process, and we were just pitching out names to each other, every one of us.
We had some whack names.
Whack names. But, I pitched out KickGenius. Wasn't even going to use it at first, but we wrote it down just in case. We kept naming names, but then we ended up coming back to it, figured it'd make the most sense for what we do, and we ran with it.
For both of you individually, what is your favorite basketball shoe to hoop in of all time, and why?
Favorite basketball shoe to hoop in? As I was younger, I hooped in a lot of the regular, little team models. So as I stepped out of that with this KickGenius channel, me, I would personally have to go with the Kobe 8. I mean, the whole lockdown system, the whole Lunar Lund midsole. I mean, what more could you ask for?
True. As far as me, if I can cheat, I like the Kobe 8 too, but if I can cheat, and I know you said one shoe, but the first thing that comes to my mind is the whole Hyper Dunk series, the whole line, Consistency goes it goes really far with me. I know when they release a Hyper Dunk, it's going to fall within the top 3 of my sneaker rotation at that time. But a close runner-up would be the 2K4, the Hirachis. That's a dope shoe. It's a timeless shoe. I felt like it was ahead of its time when it came out. That's a shoe that I can picture coming out in 2011, and it came out in 2004. So, really comfortable. Aesthetically, looks dope. So, that's a close runner-up for me.
A lot of players ask me about shoes for themselves. They say, I play this position, I'm this type of player, I'm a beginner, I'm older, I want to jump higher, I want to run faster. Do you feel like shoes affect a player's performance? Do you feel like a certain pair of shoes is suitable for a certain type of level or a certain type of player or a certain type of performance? And if so, why?
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I do think it matters. Just couple quick examples. You got a player like LeBron James, Blake Griffin, just a power player in general. You don't want those type of players playing in a minimal setup like, say, Adidas. They're throwing a lot of shoes that have a minimal setup, like a really skinny midsole. You don't want LeBron in that. You want something that's going to cater to LeBron's game, give him impact protection, because he's putting a lot of force on the court. So you really don't want that little thin D-Rose midsole backing him up. And just that kind of leads me to my other point. A player that has shin splints or knee problems, that minimal setup is not really going to be beneficial for him or her. You want something that's going to be more shock absorbent, just like LeBron 10. Plush cushioning is going to absorb that shock a little bit better. But at the same time, don't get too deep into it. Like we always say, you go to the gym, all you got in your bag is a pair of Chucks. That's not going to stop us from hooping.
You got a ball, man.
Exactly. I mean, it's been done before. It's been done in the past, especially the old days. You got Pistol Pete, he was rocking some low top Adidas that's only considered, casual shoes now.
Exactly. Then you had Dr. J in the regular Converse.
The Converse, which, nobody would rock on court. Rasheed Wallace in the Air Force Ones. Who's going to, you don't hoop in those shoes now because, they're not performance shoes. But it's been done. It can be done still. So at the same time, don't get too deep into it. But at the end of it, it's all about comfortability, what you're comfortable in. You go to the gym, you feeling good, you lace up your new pair of sneaks, they feeling good. Mentally, it's going to affect you more than it is physically, really.
Right.
But, mental. That's a lot. Like that's a big part of the game. If you're feeling good, you're gonna play good, and sneakers help that. So that's where I'm kind of coming from. You coming from the same place?
I agree, bro.
So yeah, definitely think it helps you out. It benefits your game.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, and everybody knows, we all participated in the Nike Summer Series event in New York City. Tell me individually for both of you, what was the best part about the experience, and how did you feel about it overall?
The best part of the experience, for me, would probably be the game itself. I had that feeling again. I didn't have that feeling in a long time, man, where it was just like, it's time. Like, we balling. So.
Yeah. You had that pressure on you.
I did.
You had to step up.
It was pretty good.
Adrenaline going.
I loved it, bro. What about you, though?
I mean, definitely the game. But since you already said that, I remember we was at the park, KD giving out shirts, and the kid just ran up to us.
KickGenius.
Oh,
yes, sir. What's up, bro?
He said, what's up?
I got you on my phone.
That was definitely a special moment, man. The kid was just so charismatic, and he showed love. That was crazy. And then after, what was his name? Isaiah, the guy that be dunking.
Oh yeah.
Let me just cut to that. The bang, bang, bang. What you got to say about that?
That's the sound it made yesterday.
That's the sound?
Bang, bang, bang.
So yeah, we definitely had a great time. A lot of memories, man.
I'm going to ask a question that probably a lot of people want to know. I don't know if you've answered it before, but just for the Work on Your Game community, if you two, Trey and Jay, play one-on-one, a serious game of one-on-one, who wins that game?
Definitely me.
Huh?
You? Yeah. Nah.
Now, I mentioned that you've grown a big audience really quickly. So what is it that you feel like is your connection to your fans, your subscribers? What is it that's brought so many people in so quickly, and what is it that keeps it going? What do you feel like is making these people feel such a strong connection to KickGenius, and how do you plan on keeping it going?
I feel like a lot of people connect with us just because they see how passionate we are about what we do. They see that we're friends. They see that we're very determined to getting the job done, and
We're just having fun, really.
we're just having fun, man. Like that's what it's all about.
That's the most important thing, and I feel like the feeling we get when we do this, it kind of leaks over to them as far as they see us working hard, they see us laughing, still having a good time, and that feeling kind of, like I said, leaks over, and they're inspired by it.
As for your channel, those people in the Work on Your Game community who are just now finding out about you, they are going to go subscribe to you. So please tell them what they're going to get at the KickGenius channel. Tell them what kind of content you have already done when they look at your back catalog, what kind of content you're working on right now, and what can we expect in the future from KickGenius.
So if you decide to subscribe to KickGenius, what you will get, of course, performance test. We have a number of small other segments, well, not small segments, but other segments, sneaker news, one-on-one with Jay Jones, where he gives his opinion on current NBA topics. What else we got?
General reviews. We have Q&A segments where you guys can send in questions and we'll answer them.
True. We do vlogs every now and then, which all of that, you get our personality included in it, our own creative spin.
Right.
And we just try to put out great content. Now, as far as where we're going with the channel, pretty much the same direction. We got the same vision. Hopefully, the growth will be the only thing that changes. We'll add a few more segments for season 2. Other than that, we're just going to keep it up.
Of course, we all live in a social world. Social media is crazy right now. I mean, that's how we got into the Nike Summer Series. Tell everybody how they can reach you outside of YouTube. Are you on these social networks? And if somebody wants to try to get in contact with you, what is the best way to reach you?
All right, social networks, tell them the best way to reach you, dog.
Twitter,
MySpace, Black Planet.
Jones. Twitter at IamJJones. Instagram also at IamJJones. What about you?
True. I am Trey Good. Pretty simple. Instagram and Twitter. You guys know the YouTube. YouTube.com/KickGenius.
Oh yeah, all day.
Gmail, if you want to send in that Q&A, KickGenius@gmail.com. And as far as our collective KickGenius Instagram and Twitter account, at KickGenius with the underscore between Kick and Genius. I think that's about it. I don't want to flood you guys too much. So that's our social media platforms.
All right, KickGenius, I appreciate y'all coming on here and talking to the Work on Your Game community with me. Right now, you answered all these questions. I want to open up the floor to you. So anything you want to say, anything you want to share about your YouTube channel, about yourselves personally, about basketball, about KickGenius, about anything, the floor is yours, the world is yours. Go.
We appreciate you guys. The support has been wonderful, and we're looking forward to sharing the new material with you. Have anything else to say?
I pretty much covered everything. I think I've talked enough. So with that being said, it's Trey,
Jay Jones,
KickGenius.
work on your game. We
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.